Highlander. The next sound we are looking at is the sound created by the letter O and the letter Y together. So O and Y. The sound created is oi. Oi. Let's go and look at the words with the oi sound. B, oi, boy. T, oi, toy. J, oi, joy. K, ow, b, oi, cowboy. D, e, st, r, oi, destroy. R, oi, a, l, royal. You'll find those on page 43. Okay? You will notice on page 45, we also have the oi sound. But this oi is created by the letter O and the letter I together. So what are we learning here? That oi can look like that as an O-Y, and oi can look like this as an O-I, okay? So let's look at the words with the oi sound that is created by the letter O and the letter I together. Number 1, b, oil, boil. P, oint, point. K, oin, coin. Oil, oil. V, ois, voice. V, ois, voice. Why do we have different coding for voice? Well, that's because the letter C and E together make the S sound just the same as the letter C can make the S sound by itself. So when we have coded it for the letter C to sound like S for circle by itself, the letter C will get a dot by itself, and then the E next to it will be silent. So the word will still be voice, voice. You'll remember that the letter C can make two different sounds. The first sound is K for cat, and the second sound is S for circle. So the letter C is able to make the S for circle sound by itself, but the letters C and E can also make the S sound together. So voice, voice. Voice, voice. Okay? And then toilet. Okay? So we've got oi created by OI, and we've got oi created by O and Y together. And then we will look at the words on page 44. The sound is created by OW. O and W together can create two different sounds. As you can see on page 44, the color coding is different. That shows you that the first three in the first three words, OW makes one sound, and then in the last three words, OW makes a different sound. So let's look at what those sounds are. So when O and W work together to create one sound, it can make one of two sounds. It can either sound like O, or it can sound like ow. So in the first three words, OW sounds like O. And in the last three words, OW sounds like ow. Let's look at those words. O, row. B-O, bow. A-R-O, arrow. And now we change the sound to ow. owl, 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 cow, down, down. Okay, so the arrow is pointing down, down. Right. We'll go through the sound. We'll go through the words for oi and the words for o and ow and the words for oi one more time. Okay. Page 43. Oi. Oi. Boy. Oi. Toy. Oi. Joy. Cowboy. Cowboy. Destroy. Destroy. Royal. Oi. Oi. Oil. Boil. Point. Coin. Oil. Voice. Voice. Toilet. And then we will recap on O and ow. Number 1. Row. Bow. Bow. Arrow. Arrow. Owl. Owl. Cow. Cow. Down. We'll recap on all the blended sounds that we have covered so far. P and H or P and H together make the F sound. F sound. C and K, which is K for cat and K for kite, together make the K sound. L and L together make the L sound. S and T together make the st sound. St. E for elephant and A for apple. E and A together can make 2 different sounds. They can sound like E and they can sound like A. So E like in eat, eat, and A like in bread, bread. So EA makes 2 different sounds. That's E and A. An E and another E next to it. So the double E sounds like, guess it, E. Just like in the word E, C. Okay? I and R, or E for injection and R for red. Together, they make the sound, like in bird, bird. So like in bird, is I and R together. But U and R together, so R for umbrella and R for red together, also sound like just like in the word ch, church. So in the word church is UR, but in the word bird is IR. S and H together sounds like sh,